Hello and welcome to my video on my game engine. First of all, I have 5 models rendering using the model class to load the model and the model renderer to render the model into the scene. The models that I have is a model of a knight, a model of a tree, another model of a tree, which is separated into 2 different models, and a dragon model. I have a skybox that renders using the skybox class. The skybox class also is responsible for the depth test, so things don't get drawn on top of each other. I have movement implemented using WASD to move around, and space to move up, and shift to move down. And moving the mouse moves the direction of the camera. The terrain loads from a height map using the terrain class. Then it renders in model renderer. I have 5 billboards that always face the player. They all use the billboard class and billboard renderer class. I have a HUD that consists of a health number and an EXP bar, and a hand image. Both the EXP bar and the health number are changeable, and if you click C, the numbers will change. The HUD uses GUI renderer and font renderer classes to render them and to make the text image. I have a working minimap, and this works through the update, merely updating the location of the player icon image based on the player current location, and making it so that it can't exceed the borders of the minimap. I've made a dynamic mesh which moves like a wave for the water using 2 wave calculations and adding them together. This is worked out in the vertex shader, and the numbers are inputted using uniforms. I have made a full GUI in the form of a pause menu, and you can get there by pressing escape. Then hover the mouse over the button or slider and press the mouse to interact. If it's a slider, you drag in the direction you wish to move it in. The first option in the pause menu is to turn the billboards on and off. This is done by just using an if statement in the draw method. The next option is to change the camera speed. This is done by just changing the float. Next is changing the amount of ambient light. This is done by making the ambient light editable using uniform 3F. The next is turning on and off VSync. However, if the engine is being run in a high-end device, I recommend not doing it, as it can be quite laggy. The last change you can do in the pause menu is making it full screen. This is done as an if statement in the update. I've also ported it to Linux, and it all works besides a bug with the terrain, which I think is caused by the way I create the normals for the terrain.